Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot, and tonight we are back playing a little bit more Zoo Tycoon 2, and we're going to work on our first cryptid exhibit in quite a long time. This is a cryptid we've played with before, but this is a much cooler version of it, and it's got a different biome and everything like that. What we're going to play with today is El Chupacabra, the goat sucker from like Mexico and some of the Central American areas. This weird little cryptid creature that goes around and eats goats, basically. Pinpoints little holes in them and it sucks their bloods out and drains them dry and all this kind of malarkey. The goat sucker. Not a name you really want, I don't think, but hey ho, there we go. So let's have a quick look. There we go, El Chupacabra, got it all ready. And it's going to live in a tropical rainforest. So what I want to do for the exhibit, or what I'm thinking, is... Again, I'm going to have us, like, say... I really like exhibits where you are kind of, like, in the middle of the exhibit. You know, like in the last episode of the Mesozoica, I kind of like that. But we're going for a different feel. We're going for a very intimate, kind of spooky kind of atmosphere on this one. So I think what we're going to do is use that darkness mod that we used on the Xenomorph, but this time we're going to use it in a really packed rainforest, which I think is where it's going to look best, and maybe we'll put a little fog in there as well. And I'm going to give people like a really small viewing area. I kind of want it to feel like you're in like a rain shelter in the middle of the rainforest at night time, and you're just watching as this Chupacabra stalks in the area around you. Now, for me, Chupacabra traditionally is more of a desert kind of creature. You know, it would go into Mexican ranches and eat the goats. Or suck them, whatever you want to call it. But this is a tropical rainforest one, so we're going to put him in a tropical rainforest. Obviously, Central America and the Southern Americas do have plenty of rainforest kind of areas, so it's hardly that surprising. One thing I want to see if we can find is a invisible fence, or at least a very... The idea is, I really want to feel like you're in a shelter. That's kind of the prevailing feeling I'm going for, so we're going to get rid of that. Actually, we'll pull that forward a little bit. And then what we're going to do is find a dirt track. You're going to go through an archway, go into a dirt track, and the dirt track is going to have an invisible fence through it, so you'll walk through it, and you'll get to like a little shelter in the middle. And that's where you'll observe the Chupacabra. That's kind of the idea in my head. I don't know, I just want to do something interesting. We have a blood path, which, yes, looks terrible, just like I remember. Do we have a dirty, dirty path? That's all I've ever wanted, is a dirty, dirty path. We've got wood, we've got stone. This is sort of dirt, but it's also sort of rubbish. So, big old no on that one. This is... It's got that kind of like bit in the end of it, you know, it doesn't feel dirty. I need it to feel dirty. All of them have those like ridges on the side, you know? Maybe just go for like a... Maybe like a dark stone. Yeah, I think we'll go for that instead. So you're going to come forward here, and I want this to bend a little bit. For once, I actually want a bendy path. I know that's so unlike me, but a bendy path would be better for this, I think. But I'm not sure any of these are going to be bendy, so we'll have to make do. Because a bendy path feels more natural, you know? So I'm just going to kind of trail this off into the distance. Let's just get rid of that. Only one way into this zoo, ladies and gentlemen. Or something. I have downloaded a couple new mods for this. Basically the Jurassic Park Operation Genesis pack for Zoo Tycoon 2, but again, I've linked that in the mod description down below. I don't know why I'm doing that. Let's just... Okay, right. So you're going to get over here, and then it's going to be like a... I want it to feel ramshackle, you know, in a way. That's going to be our sort of viewing area. Something like that, I don't know. There's just a messy little spot in the middle of the rainforest. And, right, so, we need to find a decent fence. We need to find the smallest fence we possibly can now. I believe I have invisible fences installed. And if I do, then they're going to be quite hard to find in the list. Because, you know, they're invisible. Is that an invisible? That looks like it might be. Let's check. Easy peasy to check. Lovely stuff. So this isn't really going to feel necessarily like an exhibit like you would at the zoo. I just kind of want to recreate a feeling. Like if Chupacabra was in a film, there isn't really many Chupacabra films that I've seen, must be said. If any. Actually, it is 0. It's just a lot harder to do when you can't see where the bloody fence is. But I want that feeling like you're in a film, you know, walking. And you are safe. We've got an invisible barrier that the guests can't see. But I want you to feel like you're not safe, you know? I want you to feel like you could die, basically. It's like Tower of Terror, that ride at Disney MGM. Or Disneyland Paris, Florida. Disneyland Paris, that is just kind of part of it. Where you go in and they try to build this feeling, this old cranky elevator and the guard with the horror voice and all this kind of jazz. They try to give it a feeling of, you could realistically die here. That's kind of the idea. And it's fun. It's fun. So I want to actually put the fence more around this area here. I want a fence, basically, separate from the rest. And what this is going to do, it's going to contain the Chupacabra. Now, we won't build to this fence. As in, we're going to put loads and loads of trees down all the way around here. And in here. So the idea is, you can't see that the Chupacabra is contained, but I want it to be specifically contained around this viewing area over here. I don't want you to see it as you're walking down. So, we need to do something like that. This is an experimental zoo, ladies and gentlemen. It's an experimental zoo. So, what do I need, right? We need a little... I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with this. In my head, it's like a blind. Why is it such a weird shape? Maybe if there's something in scenery that we could put on there, and that's where you kind of go. We'll make something up. What's the worst that could happen? Dome. Dome could happen. Domes are amazing. Everyone loves domes. African carving. I like that idea. Not African, unfortunately. Maybe Harry Potter's your tour guide. Unfortunately, he didn't seem to get eaten by a... Oh, I like the idea of that. Why do I like the idea of that? I don't know, but I do. I'm just going to go sit there. Unfortunately, Harry Potter wasn't eaten by the Mosasaurus in the last episode, which I know, we're all gutted, don't get me wrong. Okay, I'm going to have a little jeep down here. The idea that maybe a jeep, like the guests have parked up in their jeeps and headed off into the forest kind of thing. They should be a little bit more ramshackle. Ramshackle may be the word of the day, just so you know. Okay, it's like a little expedition into the rainforest. And it all goes terribly, terribly wrong. Hopefully. I always wanted to write like that. Obviously I'm working on the book. And those who follow me on Twitter will know what I'm on about. But, oh yeah, look at this new stuff. Viewing dome entrance, or land cruiser, and, oh bloody Nora, you're a bit big, aren't you, love? Security cameras, speakers, some cool stuff here. Ranger helicopter. It's all pretty cool. I always had this, like, desire to write, like, a series of books, though, based on... Did any of you ever see The Monster Hunter? It's called... something else. I think it's called Monster Hunter over here in the UK and Destination Truth in America, or the other way around. I believe it's Destination Truth in the US. Monster Hunter here in the UK. And it's like a series. It's about cryptid hunting. They go out into the wilderness and they hunt for cryptids. And obviously, they very, very rarely find something. The only time they ever really found anything that interesting across like 8 seasons was... let's just do this via the Chupacabra. Was stuff for the Yeti. They found some like very, well, at least vaguely interesting sort of. So I can even find a tree. Well, the trees are rubbish. Where are the good trees? What was I saying? Oh, they found like Bigfoot footprints, that kind of thing. You know. But I really liked the idea of this group that went around the world hunting for cryptids and actually finding cryptids. Cryptids are really, really interesting to me. And it's not like I believe in the majority of cryptids. Like, I don't believe that the majority actually exists at all. I mean, I think some could possibly. But generally speaking, I think it's rubbish, right? But there's something inherently really exciting about this unknown possibility of these bizarre creatures out there in the wilderness, you know? I'm going to need a whole lot more trees than this. I'm going to need so many trees, ladies and gentlemen. So many trees. I want it so that when you're in there, you can't see past the trees, you know? I am trying to sort of make a little gap around here and a little gap around the temple over there. I really like how that temple looks. Are you new? Are you a new tree? You are a new tree, therefore you're allowed. Oh, we need to change the floor as well. I forgot about that. We have a couple. Yeah, you'd follow them around. Has anyone ever seen the film Grave Encounters? What Grave Encounters is? Minor spoilers, but it's not really, if we're honest. Basically, it's a film about a group of ghost hunters. Wait, they're not new. Need new trees. Shiny trees. A group of ghost hunters, kind of like Most Haunted. And it's fake, you know, they know it's fake. They set it up so that they see ghosts on purpose. Kind of like, you know, every other TV show out there. And they go into this house and they get locked in and all this kind of jazz, doing sort of the big old spiel about, oh, it's spooky and haunted, etc., etc. But it turns out to be real, and that's kind of like the premise for the film. And it's a really cool idea, and it's really good. And I kind of like the same thing, you know, this cryptid hunting team who don't really believe in what they're doing anymore, and that's when they start to finally discover stuff for the first time. Anyway, cryptids are cool. We're going to do some more stuff on cryptids on the channel soon. Keep an eye out. Why? Why are you... Look, why are you bendy and you're straight, and why can't I bloody... Oh, that's so annoying. Ugh, I'm going to be sick. Okay, I just want to see what this looks like. Oh, no, I've gone outside. I think there might be a little gap at the bottom. Oh, no, the course there is. Park the jeeps up. Head into the forest. It needs more. It actually needs more trees. I know that sounds like absolute madness, but I promise it needs more trees. And then when we get some plants and stuff on the go as well, that's really going to help with the general feel. And this should help as well. Nice big grass and dirt brush. Let's get that properly done, like so. This is going to look pretty cool, I think. I might actually contain the Chupacabra even more than I have. Like, make a really small... It's a shame Zoo Tycoon 2 is so washed out to an extent. It's kind of got this very uncontrasting kind of look to it. You know, everything's got like... It feels like everything's got a thin phase of fog over the top of it. Was that English? That was nearly English. Need more trees, need more trees, need more trees. Need more trees, need more trees, need more trees. Need more trees, need more trees, need more trees. Need more trees, need more trees. Now, you know I'm not a tree guy. You know I'm a rock guy at heart. So, my many trees in this exhibit should tell you just how important trees are. I really want it to feel like you're stuck in a deep, dark rainforest, you know? Less so around here, because that's where I want you to actually see the Chupacabra. But, saying that, that'll look better when we put some like plants and stuff down. For those who are wondering, by the way, why I can do this, because usually you can't put stuff on top of other stuff. It's a patch called, I think, is it Combi Patch that lets me do this? I don't remember. It's linked in the description anyway, in my little mod file. So, ooh, dead trees. Ooh, maybe we have more dead trees sort of up here, near the. Let's get rid of that one. Clearly need some more over here anyway. It's like you drove into the rainforest and then you realised once you got there that it was so dense that you couldn't go any further. I might actually get rid of the path. I'm thinking there's a path anyway, right? There's a you can't walk off this area. You have to follow the path around and then just have this little middle area. Keep it there. Yeah, we'll keep it for now. See how we feel. I That's a hell of a lot of trees. We're going to save the game because I'm a little bit paranoid. The game does like to crash when you go a little bit excessive on the mods, basically. Chupacabra. Chupacabra. Okay, so what exactly do I want to do with this middle bit? I'm going to delete... I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Let's just remake that. Maybe we don't even... Maybe the path just fades out, you know? That might be a good idea, actually. Yeah, you get to the end of the path and you're here, and you're approaching the temple. Walking through the tall grass and the bushes and stuff, and that's when the Chupacabra strikes. I like that idea. Okay, let's go with that. Right. So, we need plants as well. Plants. Boats. Anything new in here? Oh no. Bob. Tropical rainforest, that's what we're looking for. I'm just wondering if there's ever trees that aren't actually in the list. Maybe the path is blocked by a log. Bam. Can't go that way, can you, Sonny Jim? No siree. Just chuck some around there. What are these? Chuck some around there. It's got to feel dense, you know? Okay, good stuff. That looks stupid, but it's fine. Let's get some pretty ass plants in here as well. So we really want to focus on this little bit here when it comes to the plant life. I want it to feel overgrown and ancient. Maybe what we do, if we go back into this, make this all grass, and then get some dirt, and just do a little path from where the stone path ends. Oh, you're way too big. Ha! Shut up. Something like that. This is cool! Oh, now I want to do that for the whole thing. Maybe this ends a little bit earlier, you know? And have to foot it from there. Let's move that down. I think that's a better idea. Maybe it just, I don't know, maybe it fell and just the tree fell down and, yeah, whatever. You have to walk your way up. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, we need more plants though. Many more plants. Let's get some nice little flowers in there, over there, and over there. And what's this? Monsoon grass! No! We don't like monsoon grass, just in case you were curious. I really like ferns. I don't know if I've ever expressed that enough in the past. I really like ferns. Ferns are my thing. I don't like fern. I know a fern. She's horrible. But I like ferns. So I want to get some weird and interesting sort of plants just at the side of the path. If I can get some grasses. Get some toadstools on the path there. I want a decent grass that I can kind of put everywhere, you know, but I'm not seeing it right now. Yeah, we'll put some little rocks on the path as well. I just want the path to feel a little bit overgrown, you know, not just as free as it does right now. It needs to be a spookier path. And right now it's not spooky enough. No siree. I want you to be brushing through the undergrowth to get through, you know? I'm struggling a little bit with this. Not the whole thing, just making it feel undergrowthy. Ah, that's pretty sweet, though. Needs more trees. There's like one there, I think. Actually looks okay. You actually can't get past. Is this a problem? I need to make it so you can get past the logs. Interesting. Okay. I really don't want to get rid of the... I really like the logs. Maybe I shouldn't like the logs. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the logs are stupid and I'm just being silly. Maybe I can just make like a little gap. As long as you can get through. Like, and it's cracked and then you see it in the distance anyway. And when you get down here, that's when you hear El Chupacabra! Yeah? Yeah. Okay, so we are getting there. We're not done quite yet. There's something else we need in... There's a few things we need in scenery. I like the idea of, like, as you're walking down the path for the first time, you see some, like some statues and stuff, kind of, like, building up the spookiness. So there's our parked jeeps. Let's have a little look. I want darkness, I want statues. Those are the two things we're looking for right now. Spooky, spooky statues. And maybe a music rock as well, that's appropriate. Humpty, 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 what is this? Dragon, not quite the type of statue I'm looking for, admittedly. Elevator, not quite what I'm looking for. I kind of like this, but not as African, basically. I think there is some. I've got a vague recollection of doing this same kind of thing before, right? Where we had statues in the wilderness. But we'll have a little scroll, see if we can see anything cool. And if not, we're here for the darkness anyway. A head! Yeah, let's put a head in. By the temple. Like hiding in a bush by the temple, right? And they stumble across it. Dum dum dum! Spooky! Come on, game. Go. Just be nice to me. I'm nice to you. You be nice to me. We'll be best friends. Just give me what I want. Where the hell's the dark? Ah, the darkness is in this kind of region. It's around. It's definitely no. That's what I used last time, but obviously it's not quite as appropriate here. Where are my Mexican statues? Is basically what I'm getting at here. That's actually really good, but I want it to feel like nighttime. What's aquarium fog? Where's the darkness one? Oh, have I gone past it? Oh, I've definitely gone past it, right? Yes. I definitely have. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Okay, I don't know how this is going to look. Is this even the right one? It feels lighter than last time. Have I gone crazy? I just want to give this a go. Right, I think we might save it first, because if not, what we can do is put fog in, and fog will look good regardless. But darkness has the potential to be really, really exciting. But what I want to do... Oh, for God's sake. Place it in like a circle around... Just like on the inside of the tree track. So that when you look between the trees, you just see darkness. Okay. Obviously it looks stupid from the air, but how does it look from the ground? For God's sake. Ugh. Nope, just go where I want you to go. Thank you. Right, we've parked our jeeps. That one's inside a tree, but that's fine. Maybe that one crashed. Hey, that's pretty good. Again, I wish it wasn't so billowy, but it kind of just like feels like the forest goes on forever, you know, and you just can't see any further because of the dark reaches of the forest. And then I think it does need some fog. We'll get some fog machines in here. Yeah, let's get some fog. I wish you could make the trees so much taller as well. There are big ones in a mod, but I just don't think I've got them downloaded right now. Fog machine. Right down this end. Where are you? There you are. There we go. Right. I think we might be done. It's interesting, isn't it? Interesting is the word I'm going to use. We do need some spooky sounds. So let's find that big old collection of these rocks. Alright, what have we got? No. Maybe. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. Where's my spookiness? The actual spooky one isn't that spooky, so I'm looking for a better spooky one. Jungle. Yeah, okay. Let's have that. Over there. Right! The last thing to do is actually put the bloody Chupacabra in. Let's get a look at this bad boy. It's a very cool design. Look at him! He looks like a little dinosaur. He actually looks like he could feasibly live in this forest, I think. And, food-wise, what we're going to do... That's his food, right there. I'll put some little patches of meat here and there as well. Right idea, this guy's been slaughtered here, and all that's left of him is his head. I want to... Oh, no. I do want to move that slightly out of the way. Just move that. And then maybe there's blood there. There's a bit of blood there. Actually, what we do is some blood like leading off into the forest. Let's get rid of the meat. And then they follow it along and they find... Like, they see the head and they see the blood track going into the misty forest nearby kind of thing, you know? That's pretty sweet, that's pretty sweet. I do need some little rocks on the path, maybe one big rock somewhere. Because I need a big rock in my exhibits, if we're honest. Toys. Toys, I have some lizards. Oh, I love that as well, look at that! I know we've seen this before, but it's still really cool. Maybe that can sit in the front. I don't think I'll be able to get to it. But, right. I'm going to say that's done. I think this is pretty sweet. Okay, let's give it a go. Okay, so we just drove in on our prehistoric jeeps. Somebody's crashed. There's like 3 or 4 of us just heading off into the wilderness. Machetes at the ready, you know, knocking out these trees. And I'm stuck. There we go. You got to jump over some random misty rocks for some reason. I clearly need more mist on the left. Loads on the right, there's none on the left. I need more trees, you know. It honestly feels like I might need more trees. This bit specifically. That's kind of terrifying. Need more mist here as well. On the left. Knock the trees out of the way, brushing the leaves. There it is. Oh! I'm trying to sneak past it, you see, because I'm in a horror film. Go, 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 go! No! Dave, no! He reached the temple, but he didn't get inside in time. Dave! Okay. That's the general idea. Where's our Chupacabra? I want to go meet it. Come here, buddy. Hi, pal. How you doing? Do you want to come back over here where it's prettier? Oh, you're killing the lizards. It's really cool. It's not actually that much like what I imagine a Chupacabra to look like in some ways. But it is terrifying. I really like this jungle. And just look at that. That's awesome. Sun setting, darkness rising up, mist spreading from the confines of the wilderness. Blood spattered around the ground. Okay, the blood's not amazing, let's not pretend otherwise, but still. It's definitely got raptor noises. It sounds like it's straight out of Jurassic Park. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is our Chupacabra exhibit. Thank you so much for joining me. I know this one's not really an exhibit per se, but whatevs. So my plan right now is to still do a couple more of these. Basically, because I might be away for like 2 weeks during this whole moving house malarkey. I think the plan is to do this up until the point I move, which is like 2-3 weeks. And then we would do a proper zoo, because a proper zoo is a lot easier for me to sit down and knock out a few episodes in a row, you know, without having to rely on you guys for advice or, well, suggestions about what creatures you want to see. You guys can let me all know loads of those in like a couple episodes time, and then I can just start working on it and recording it. But if you enjoyed this video, please do hit that like button, hit that comment button, and type some rubbish down below for me to read. It really does help me out, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. Thank you very much for joining me. Cheers, much love, and as always, bye-bye.